Hi, this is Chaneta. I'm in the park, so you're going to hear firecrackers. People are celebrating New Year's early, and you can't blame them. Life is a joyous celebration. And this is Chaneta, author of How to Have This and That. Today, my topic is examine your beliefs and think differently. That is, if your thoughts are no longer serving you. Your belief system, let's talk about that. So, your thoughts are based on your belief system, and your belief systems are ideas and thoughts that you have accepted to be true, but that doesn't mean they are necessarily true. To change your thought pattern, release, let go of your old and limiting belief system to something more empowering. One of the ways that your thoughts can be changed is by repetition, which replaces any worn out, non-empowering, non-positive thoughts until you get into the new habit of creating something new, a new belief system. Thoughts gain power through repetition, through focus, and through attention. When you try to change your belief and wonder why your life is not changing, it's because unconsciously you are still referencing past limited beliefs, which are blocking the new, more empowered ones from taking hold. For example, many of us have beliefs about money. These beliefs may be conscious or unconscious, such as that wealthy people are not happy and they're usually not good people. Who wants to be unhappy or a bad person? Hence, by thinking that wealthy people are unhappy or not good, you are saying you don't want to be wealthy because you fear being unhappy or not being a good person. Seriously, do you really believe that all wealthy people are like that? Are all poor people, people just getting by, actually happy or good people? Of course not. You will find that there are happy and unhappy people in all income levels of life. You will find that there are good and bad people in all areas of life. So, how you are as a person, rich or poor, good or bad, depends on the individual, and not everyone in each category is the same. We cannot make a blank statement like all wealthy people are not good or are unhappy. Who sold us on that story anyway? Seriously? Do some of us say that because we aren't wealthy and we're trying to make ourselves happy and feel better? Or are we coming from judgment? Or we have heard people say things like that and we just repeat them without thinking about what we're saying? Think about that. No wonder some of us don't have any money. We have a lot of old limiting beliefs attached to it. Once you're aware of your underlying negative original beliefs about money, you have the power to change and to release those beliefs. In so doing that, you are allowing more wealth into your life. So another way of changing your belief system is to pay attention to your self-talk, your mind chatter. What is your mind telling you all day long? Have you noticed how it is like a broken record? Especially if it's on a problem. It will repeat the problem over and over again, all the negative thoughts, instead of focusing on the solution and not the problem. So what kind of conversation do you have with yourself that validate your old belief system? Yogi Sivananda tells us that we should unmind the mind. That is, unlearn whatever is no longer of use to us and fill our minds instead with positive, life-changing thoughts. Constructive, positive thoughts that rebuild and renew, and that's what we need, thoughts that empower us, because thoughts move, they create. In Proverbs, we hear that as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So what are you thinking in your heart most of the time? An additional way of changing your belief system is to be awake, aware, and conscious. My sister, Dr. Julia Weeks, coined my phrase, awake, aware, and conscious, AAC, and I love it. So BAAC, be awake, aware, and conscious. You, instead of thinking all these meaningless thoughts that have no power to change your life, think positive, life-enhancing thoughts. By observing your thoughts, you start paying attention to your predominant focus. And if that predominant focus is not bringing what you want, change it to something wonderful and marvelous and positive that will show up as your reality, the ones you want, your harvest, the kind of harvest you want. When you are AAC, that is awake, aware, and conscious, you are able to gain greater clarity and control of your thoughts. Mental images will become stronger, you'll become more focused and concentrate on the things that you do want instead of thinking mindless thoughts endlessly. What you focus on expands. You can't ignore this universal principle. We create our life daily by what we think about, imagine, feel, speak, and where we place our attention mostly. Let's move on to creating your wealth consciousness. A lot of us find that it is hard to change our core beliefs when they are not even if they're not benefiting us. We are too afraid of trying something new, even if that has the possibility to positively change our lives. Many of us are uncomfortable with embracing something new. We are afraid of getting out of our comfort zone. We may hear something from someone, and if it is not within our core belief, that is called cognitive dissonance. And what does that mean? It means you have a mental discomfort because somebody's expressing something that it goes against your belief of your religious views, your ideas, and you're just not comfortable with it. The power lies in being open to the limitless possibilities that exist. There are so many things we don't know that we don't know that we don't know. And I know that you're one of those people who know that you don't know everything because you wouldn't be watching this video. Your universe has limitless possibilities because look around you. There's so many possibilities happening at the same time. Why not focus on those things that you want instead of those things that you want and let your mind lead you? Some of us base our lives from a narrow view perspective. Views that are handed down from our family, friends, church, educational system, whatever, but it's not benefiting us. We need to ask ourselves, we need to do something different. What are we doing that is not changing our lives? We need to change to something different, something more positive, so that we can have the harvest of choice. Let's open our minds and hear new ideas. Let us embrace all possibilities, see what wonderful opportunities will show up for us. How many times have we heard the definition of insanity? Doing the same things, thinking the same things over and over again, and actually expecting different results. Yes, that is insanity. The world of thoughts is like climbing a mountain. When you look at the world from the bottom of the mountain, all you see is this huge thing in front of you. As you begin to climb higher, the mountain is behind you. The higher up the mountain you climb, you begin to see more and more until you reach the top of the mountain, where you can see far and wide, and more than you were able to see from the bottom of the mountain. Try climbing your mountain. You will find out that there was nothing blocking you but you yourself. As you climb your mountain, your consciousness expands. Even this is not all it could be. For example, if you were to get in an airplane, of course you will see even more. If you were to get in a rocket ship, you will see even more. You'll see the moon, the skies, and the whole big picture. You'll be able to see everything from a different view or perspective. So it is with our thoughts. Most of us limit our thoughts to what we have learned from our society, from our experiences, and from what we see in front of us. You must be in wealthy consciousness in order to have wealth and to experience wealth in reality. Start now to leave your consciousness of lack behind and replace it with wealth consciousness. Wealth consciousness is a consciousness of abundance and prosperity. It is a consciousness of havingness. You deserve to live a wealthy lifestyle of having this and that. One of the major keys to increasing your wealth consciousness and to build or increase your wealth is to change your belief system, of course. Are you ready to start now? Yes, you are. Assume the feeling that you're already wealthy, already living your dreams, and that you can have this and that, and it shall be so for you. And this is just to give you something to think about today. I will say over and out, this is Chaneta, author of How to Have This and That. But before you go, this is what I want you to do for me. Click on my videos below, click like, and like my station, subscribe to it, and then invite your family, friends, and everybody you know to subscribe to my YouTube station and click like. Yes, it's wonderful that you can have this and that, May your life be a joyous celebration. Thanks for being part of my world.